Good evening, Kels.
What's up? How you doing?
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Episode 3, we
Yes.
good. We good.
Yes.
Tell me something good. Tell me something new.
Something good?
Mm-hmm.
We doing episode 3. We got a lot of positive feedback off this.
Word.
So, that's the good news.
Word.
The bad news is?
What's the bad news?
The bad news is it's hot as I don't know what up in here right now. It's hot outside though, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain.
I apologize.
It's okay.
We got to make sure we libated. We got beverages, right? Kels, grab that. What is it called? Carafe? Can you grab the carafe so we can show the people what we're doing here?
Oh, yeah.
Let's put it in. I think that should be enough. Let me see that joint. So we're doing here. We're gonna put it right here. I think you can see Kels still. See, that's what we're doing. Go ahead, Kels.
I need people to know about this right here. This is like, man, this is it right here. This is the juice. Mm-hmm. Or this is, I don't even know what you want to call it, but this is your signature. It's your signature drink. Yeah.
Kels, we all work together. Monica know, Nabrit know, Melvin knows. The Mojito Lounge is back open.
The Mojito Lounge is open, y'all.
Mojito
yes.
Lounge is back open. You know what time
officially
it is.
Today. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
So,
whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so okay. Here we go. So last week we posed a couple of things. Mm-hmm. One of the things that we talked about was I may not know what I want, mm-hmm. but I know what I don't want. Mm-hmm. So basically, I'm just letting you know what I want by telling you what I don't want. So you talked about this is the thing that stuck out for me with you. You talked about you don't want, or you would prefer a woman who does not eat pork.
I think I said that.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I said
you
that.
probably even said beef. Like, I don't know.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Drill me.
All right.
Because we're making up. Right? You got to drill me now for all of a sudden. We good, though. Go ahead, Kels. Drill me.
So, you kind of went through your spiel of what you don't want.
What I don't want.
What you don't want. And I think that's important to know what you don't want. Because that definitely leads you to what you do want. Because I know I don't want.
Hey, y'all can hear the music now. I work hard. That's why we running late, too, because I had to get my shit together. So we did this for y'all to make sure this shit working.
So...
Remember, I got you straight. You ain't even got it. Remember, we fixed your mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
yeah,
okay.
That's right,
yeah,
y'all. He got me straight. I'm tripping.
You can sit
I'm
back.
all leaned over. I'm not relaxed enough.
Let
me get it together.
Get it together. I got
Let me
you.
get it right. Okay, so you can hear me?
You good.
We good. Okay, all right. So anyways, back to what we talked about last week. One of the questions that I posed was, when is a time frame when you're dealing with like a couple of people or just one person? When is the time frame to become exclusive? And a lot of people say, it's basically that you need to just have an open conversation about when you decide you want to be exclusive, meaning that you're only dealing with one individual at that particular time. And with the hopes of that developing to a relationship of companionship, love, honesty, trust, all that. So I'm not gonna read this.
Don't worry about it. What? You want me to read it?
No,
I got it.
No,
I got it. Let me go.
But here's the thing. No, I think this is important because I think a lot of people could just twist it. Dating does not equal sex.
Yeah, okay. But we all got a little freak in us, right?
Absolutely. We all have a little freak in us. So. Just a little bit. Some people more than others, and therefore then they end up in that other category of being promiscuously challenged. But you can have several people that you're dealing with, but I don't know. If you're dealing with several people and you're engaged in
Go ahead.
Thank you. You're engaged in, that intimacy. Let's say it's 7 people and you I hate to say the word smash because it don't even sound right to me.
When you over 40, you aren't marryable if you say the word smash.
You aren't?
You're not marryable.
Okay,
if you say the
well,
word
don't
smash.
apply to me. Thank you. But that we'll talk about that in one of our segments. Are you marryable? If. And the last thing we talked about was, can you just say, okay, baby, and move on? So, if your man or your woman asks you to do something, and it may not necessarily be what you want to do, you may not be feeling it, what's wrong with just saying, okay, baby, and then just kind of move on?
What's wrong
As
with
opposed to going into a whole discussion about whatever it is that you don't want to do or whatever. You know, everybody having their own point of view about something. So, what's up, Katie? I see you.
It's funny to you.
Hey, I'm talking to the people.
I love it.
I'm talking to the people. They checking us out, which is good. All right. So, yeah, I think for me, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Just saying, okay, baby, is like really hard because in the back of my mind, I want to go there, and I feel like it's necessary for me to go there because if you know me, you know what I'm willing to do, and you know what I'm not willing to do.
Word.
So, to ask me to do something that you know is beyond what I want to do, I feel the need to have a discussion about that. But you know, I'm learning. Not perfect.
Okay. Well.
So let's move on.
Listen, you don't have to be a hoe. Just be discreet.
You don't have to?
No. Accept who you are. Remember, Kels said dating doesn't equal sex. Here's the scenario. You can have 7 people you're dealing with at one time, right? Because you don't know who you want to be with and have sex with 4. Are you a hoe because you're trying to figure out who you want to be with? I don't know. That's for the people to decide. I'm just saying. We ain't worried about it. Kels, can we taste this? I've been waiting. Can we cheers?
Yes.
Make sure we don't drop this big old glass.
Y'all see that?
Salud, Kels. Salud.
Absolutely.
Still, I hope your cousin or whoever get at you again for not eye to eye first sip. I hope
that was my sister.
It's your sister. I hope she get
I did it again.
You did it again.
I did it again. Okay,
You're messing
here we
up
go.
everything. Let's do it again.
Messing up, y'all.
Salud.
Okay, I'm looking. Here we go. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't had one of these in so long that I'm so focused on what's in the cup.
Right. Let's go.
But that's cool.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. This week's show. Do men compromise in relationships, Kel?
Do men compromise in relationships?
Do men compromise in relationships?
That's a good question.
Oh, damn, I'm hitting stuff. Go ahead.
You want me to answer that question?
Go ahead.
Do men compromise in relationships? It depends on the man, but for the most part, hell to the no.
Go ahead.
I think that women wait, hold on.
That was close.
You about to lose it.
I'm telling you, I don't have the.
You don't have the space.
I don't have the air.
Hey y'all,
airfield.
this is all organic. Seriously, we're not scripted. We just having a conversation. We talking to y'all. We need some feedback from y'all. But go ahead and chime in on Facebook Live. Do men compromise in relationships? Now, I said hell to the no. But again, it depends on the man that you're dealing with.
That's good.
That's good?
That's good.
Okay, you throwing me off.
Okay.
I think that for the most part, women, we do a lot of compromising, and we don't allow you guys to have that opportunity to even
compromise.
Yeah. I think that we're so used to, we always, I don't know, I think we have the need to want to make sure that everything is, I don't want to say perfect, but we have the need to make sure that everything is put together well. And a lot of times we don't allow the men to step into that role to say, hey, okay, I'm going to take this. I got this. But as far as compromising, no, I don't think y'all compromise too well. I think that a lot of men are selfish and they want what they want. And I mean, you can love your woman, but you can be selfish to a certain degree. And part of that is because I think that you don't know what you have, or you don't know what the potential of it could be. What's going on? You over here?
I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time by myself. You know what I'm saying? You here, but I'm having a good. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I'm hearing the ice in the microphone and all that. I'm tripping.
Yes. Okay. Hey, look, Zonia, thank you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Zonia said exactly. Women do it automatically because we want everything to work out or come together. And yes, thank you, Zonia. That's good information, because I think that's what gets in the way, or part of it gets in the way of men not compromising. But for the most part, I think men are very selfish to a certain degree. I think they may be a little bit more selfish than we are in a relationship.
My go?
Yeah, your go, and then I'm gonna chime in as you continue.
Do men compromise in relationships? All day.
Oh wow, yeah, here we go.
All day. Listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
We compromise when we want to hear y'all mouths most of the time. That's the first little thing. We don't want to hear your mouth because some women got a loose mouth and it can get very disrespectful. So we fall back like, all right, I'm gonna let you get that joint. But as far as that's just probably a disagreement, or if you have a bossy, demanding, and controlling woman, if she's sweet, you're a compromise. Some people say that's hard. You can't be bossy, demanding, controlling, and sweet. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you very much can. Okay. But I know I compromise. I can, with this one right here, this is some personal shit. Your boys don't tell you all the things they had to do for their woman. You know what I mean, in the relationship. But me personally, I compromise. I might over compromise, because it's been part in times when I'm in relationships where I, may have loved her more than I love myself. So I'm compromising all day, all the time. You know what I mean? I don't lose myself, never lost myself, but I compromise and let her do what she do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a man's man at the same time. So then I'll step the fuck up and then make it happen. But I compromise because I want somebody to compromise with me. Right? So you got to give and take. I'm gonna pick my battles. Okay, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to compromise. I think men do compromise, because this is about the man. It's about the man. It's not about the females. But it's my son coming home saying, "Hey, what up, Kel?" Like we're doing a podcast. It's all good. But some men don't. But the man that don't compromise ain't got no woman. You a foul, stupid, dumbass woman if you with somebody that don't compromise. Because you should have more love for yourself. If every time you ask dude to do something, he don't want to do it, and you right there with him, you stupid. He winning. Because he doing what the hell he want to do, and you allowed him to do it. That's
true. That's good right there.
For a woman. We'll get it on the other side of the game later on, but I don't know how men get away with their woman doing everything for the kids. You know what I mean? You do everything. I don't see you cooking, cuz. I don't see you doing a whole bunch of things with the kids, but I see wifey doing everything. This ain't 1942. This ain't Leave It to Beaver. This ain't Joan film. Your wife go to work. The NBA has an initiative what the hell is it called? I don't know. Help out, pitch in, something, team up, whatever.
You done made up an initiative.
Yeah, it's something with that strain, but it's they had little shows with people helping their mama, helping their wives and all that shit. You know what I mean? I'm all for equality. I'm a feminist by heart. So, you know what I'm saying? I love women.
I was getting ready to say, really, in order.
I compromise.
You have to love.
I compromise.
You have to love a woman.
You gotta love her.
You really gotta love her. I'm not talking about that superficial love. You gotta really be in love with her,
right,
to know that you're gonna have to compromise and set aside how you feel, what you need, what you want for her, for the sake of the relationship, for the sake of your family.
Yeah. So we all got our times when I didn't compromise, and I said, "Fuck that! I ain't doing that." You know what I'm saying? But for the majority of it, I'll give you 90% of the time I'm going to compromise with you because I'm going to need you. We talked about it before, about that 50-50 relationship. I need 100% of you. I don't need half of shit you do. So I got to compromise because there's going to be times when I'm only giving that 10 out of the 100 I need to give you, and you picking up my 90% of the slack. So definitely, man, do compromise. Because that's the topic. Man, do compromise. It's just in my eyes.
In your eyes.
In my eyes, because I know I do.
It's just, I'm gonna go back. It just really depends on the man. It really, really does. You have some selfish men out here who just, it's all about them. It's my world, and if you either roll with me or you get rolled over. And it's a lot of women out here just getting rolled over.
Word.
And they accept that, but wow. Okay, you ready for this feedback?
Go ahead.
So, on the flip side, we need to learn to follow our kings through trial and error as they develop. And the confidence in the clutch is having his back by having a devised help meet plan, a relationship. Compromise comes with the person that you want to be with.
That's true. You like to raise your voice to prove a point like me.
Sorry,
we on the same team.
Hey.
It's all good.
You know what? I think this part right here, though, on the flip side, we have to learn to follow our kings through trial and error. I think a lot of women have a hard time following their man.
You're not following a bum ass nigga that don't do nothing. Listen, y'all women make it that a cat ain't got to compromise. He drop you off at work. He drive your car. He take the kids to school. He smoke, kill all day, play the game, go mess with another chick, come pick you up, go pick up the kids and come get you an hour late, and you get in the car snapping. What do you got to compromise for?
He don't have to. Well, that's what they allow. That's what they allow. I don't know. But I mean,
we all good.
Compromise comes with that person that you want to be with. Yeah, you gotta want to be with somebody, like really be with them.
Right.
Just be with them.
All right, but we ain't talking about, nigga, I'm making lasagna, I'm putting ground turkey in the shit. I like it with ground beef. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get the ground beef for you and make you a small pan. I'm making the rest of ours ground turkey though. I'm gonna compromise with you.
Do for you.
First of all, I'm cold in the kitchen, so there's no need for a woman to cook ever for me, ever.
But would you compromise and allow a woman to cook for you?
Oh, for sure. I'm just saying there's no need for her to. That's one thing she ain't got to worry about.
Okay.
She can worry about something else.
But when she cook, it's got to be ground turkey, y'all.
Yeah, got to be.
Ladies,
we're not doing
turkey. If you even
come up in here, don't come up in here with no ground beef, no ground chuck. You know what I will do though? You can go now if you cold. Go to Syndic's, go get some ribeye steaks, have them grind that up. A little bit of the fat to add it for the flavor, and use that. I'm bougie.
Yeah, you bad and bougie.
I know what I like though. By the way, try that, y'all. Tell me if y'all like that. Do that. You love them burgers. Those burgers are to die for.
What kind of meat was that again?
Get a sirloin steaks. Get some sirloin steaks. Yeah.
Grind it up.
1.5 inch cut. Go tell them to cut it fresh. 1.5 inch to 2 inches thick. Grind that shit up. Take a little, trim the fat, grind it up, throw a little bit of fat up in there, and you good.
He's a chef. Okay. You putting your chef hat on right now?
A little bit. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Go ahead.
It's your turn. After you took the first one,
yeah.
So it's your turn to ask me. You on the next question?
The next question is, now this one. So the first one I didn't post on Facebook.
Nah.
But this one here, what causes the death of a relationship? I had about
my phone over there. Go ahead.
I had about 69, almost 70. I mean, I posted this yesterday, probably early morning, I think.
You posted it Friday night.
No, you're right. Friday night. I did post it Friday night. People were still commenting on it almost an hour ago.
Follow Kels because she's a friend requester. I don't know what the hell you got to do, but she's a socialite. Like that shit got the just ringing hard. Like Kels, what are you doing?
Okay.
Loved it though. Okay, so what causes the death of a relationship? Not compromising, not communicating, not sacrificing, being complacent, being convenient. Being What word am I looking for?
Comfortable.
Comfortable. I got 5 of them, right? The death of a, right? 5 things that halt self-growth. Complacency, convenience, familiarity. Comfortability, and there's one more. Whatever, but the death of a relationship is just not, first of all, everything you did in the beginning of that relationship, in the representative stage, the things you did, whether it was going out dancing, going out drinking, going to Target, going to Walmart, whatever you did, if it was sitting down with Netflix and chill or fire stick and dick, I don't know what it is, but
I don't know if everybody caught that one.
Killed that. So, it is what it is. Whatever you do, going to the art museum, going to the regular museum, going to volunteer at the homeless shelter every Saturday. If you travel, whatever it is, if it's just all the love you made, you have to do that. When you feel yourself losing yourself in that relationship, you got to get back to doing those things that got that person in your life, and you want that to be your boo bae or boo. Oh, I'm over 40. I can't say that. I'm not marryable if I'm calling people boo baes.
You can't say boo bae? Like, is that one word? Boo bae?
Boo bae.
Boo bae?
Yeah.
Okay, I think they either say boo or a bae.
But I'm calling you the boo bae. I got it.
So then if you make it up, then you can say it.
Word though. But there's multiple things that cause death of a relationship. Mental illness. Untreated mental illness, because people care about their physical health more than their mental health.
Lack of self-care.
Lack of self-care. Not taking care of your physical self. Going to the doctor, right? How about this? The people we see at 8 in the morning, we go to work outside the liquor store waiting. That's that trauma that they never got seen for. You know what I'm saying? As far as never got no treatment for, never went and hollered at somebody, never went to go see a therapist, Kels. So, but just not being lovable. I talk about all the time with the girls being coachable on my team, being coachable. Even in a relationship, you got to be coached. I got to be coached, and I got to be able to be checked. Some people can't get checked. Fuck you, bitch. And it's over. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, you can't say that to me. Like, whole ass punk ass nigga. Use a punk. When I see women, you talk to your dude like that, and I'm like, wow.
It's disrespectful.
What world is that? But but then you see the dudes that do it. I've been seeing it lately too. Like, man. So, but there's multiple things that cause a death of a relationship. Basically, the selfishness, and people get selfishness mixed with self-centeredness. Like, people are so self-centered in they shit. They can give, they can help you all they want to, but they self-centered in they shit that they can't see nothing else. They can't see nothing else, and it's very hard. It's very hard to be with somebody like that. You love them to death. You want to hang around them, be around them, but their selfishness or their self-centeredness is what throws you off, Kels. What you got?
What causes the death of a relationship? I think, you touched on it. Just the being lovable.
The ice melting, yo. Go ahead.
I don't, I think a lot of people just, I don't know. I'm not going to say, let me stop saying a lot of people, but I think that, some people just don't really allow people to love them and to care about them and to show how much they are into them, so to speak, because they're not into themselves. So I think that just not having that self-esteem, not just loving yourself, knowing who you are as an individual, can definitely cause the death of a relationship, because I can't love you if I don't love myself. No doubt. I can't tell you you're beautiful, you fine, you look good, baby, good, and none of that if I don't tell myself that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, I mean, I think that has a lot to do with it. But I think like somebody said on Facebook when I posted it, true intimacy. I think it's so important. Like that. And I'm not talking about, and I think a lot of times when we think about intimacy, I think we people just automatically lead into a physical or sexual relationship. And sometimes that's not what it is. Intimacy can be like just a variety of things. If you If you
Let me help you. Can I jump in?
No, because I want to tell this. I want to talk about this. Just wait a minute.
I just got checked. See, I'm cool with it.
But see, we cool. We can check each other like that. That's all right. But like just you cooking meals, you making dinner, you packing lunches, you are. Did you raise your hand? Like that's all you. So okay, ladies, if that's what you're looking for, this might be the one right over here, sitting over here.
Oh shit, let me do this.
I'm not trying to pimp you out, but I'm just saying, cook breakfast.
What?
Lunch, dinner.
What?
You do all of that.
All that.
Okay.
Wash clothes, clean all the shit, whatever.
Wash clothes, clean.
I don't need no woman to wash my clothes. I don't need no woman to cook for me. I don't need no woman to do a lot. I just need you to be there for me. Be my boo-bae.
Be your boo-bae. So, I mean, I think that, like, that's that true intimacy. Like, just being able to sit there and look at someone and have a conversation and talk to them. And just, like, knowing that when you are not with that person, that you're still thinking about them. You're still thinking about the conversations you had. You're still thinking about the things that you did, the places you went. Those type of, that's that true intimacy. I mean, it's like, that's like real love right there.
Real love. Yo, true intimacy is, say for instance, somebody get terminally ill, right, Kels? And ask them, y'all let us know if it's getting too dark for us, because we could hit the light. We probably gonna hit it. We just letting the natural light fall on us or whatever. But say somebody terminally ill, or I don't know, their father died, or you know what I'm saying, their religion is calling them to do something else with their life. Okay, we can't be intimate, right? But there's other things we can do. We can take walks. Definitely, we can cook together. We can read the Bible, the Quran together. There's a lot of other things we can do that's true intimacy. Like you said, like we can just lay in the bed. I can just sit there and hold each other's hand and just talk and just listen to music. You know what I'm saying? Other things. When you're intimate, your libido doesn't always jump out at you. They're like sex. But
yeah, right.
Right. But those type of things, Kels.
Those are good examples. Thank you.
From the male perspective.
So I'm just gonna kind of run through some of the things that people said cause the death of a relationship. You ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. Lack of empathy. That kind of touches on what you just said. Validation.
Everybody want to be validated.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people want to be validated. There's people that need your opinion about something great that you do and need you to support them, and when you don't, whatever.
Lack of adequate finances. Yeah, that can definitely I don't know what the statistics are on marriage, but that's one of the top 5 is finances cause divorces. Somebody said women don't always want to be touched for sexual purposes only. Wow. I'm giving a shout out to my cousin. She posted that.
Well, if you got somebody that's loose with their hands, they gonna touch you all day anyway. That don't mean they want to have sex with you. So I can agree with that. Right. Like I'm loose with my hands. So. But
you can say, you can touch me with your eyes. That's about it.
There you go.
Just your eyes alone, like that's okay. Imbalance in responsibility. Differences in educational status. Work ethic.
And this ain't even just male-female relationships. We talking about definitely a relationship between friends. I don't have friends that owe me paper to this day. They're still my homie no matter what, even though we don't talk all day. They call me right now and say they need anything. They got it if I got it. But you can also get cut the fuck off that way too. So, it goes all the way, with your definitely relationship with your child, with your mother, like your father. Like me and my father on the outs right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of being a bigger man. What I will do is leave the door open for him, though, because, he can come back in whenever he want to, but I'm not running behind chasing nobody no more. I don't have the time for that. So the death of a relationship can come from a lot of different things, but when you had enough, you had enough.
The Pinocchio syndrome?
Well, like Oprah, like what Maya Angelou said, what you say, when somebody shows you who you are, you need to believe them.
Believe them.
So the first time,
that's
motherfucker, I mean, if you really want to do that, but I mean, everybody make mistakes.
True.
So sometimes you gotta table some of that shit, and if it happened again, then you already know it's a pattern.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Absolutely. The Pinocchio syndrome. You know what that is?
What's that?
Lying. Straight line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That can definitely. I mean, you lie, I can't trust you.
Here we go.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this and then we can move on. You ready to move on?
Go ahead.
Somebody said building self instead of the relationship. So I don't know how I could take this, but I know a lot of times people will just be in a relationship with one particular person just so that they can get something out of it, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? So they really are looking to build themselves up as opposed to really wanting to be in a relationship with a particular individual. No, in this sense, I'm talking about male-female relationships and sometimes friendships. Right. Friendships too, you know. But
how we looking on that screen, Kels?
I'm not on it.
I got it. Go ahead.
I'm not on it.
Okay, I got it.
But a lot of people said trust, loyalty, the inability to forgive, or not admitting to what you're doing wrong.
Right. Well, we answered the question, right? We answered it, so
yeah, we did.
We good.
It was a whole lot of responses, but I appreciate everybody that responded and gave their input and feedback. That was really important. So, I hope now those of you that are tuning in to our Facebook Live, the Love Affair discussions, we just wrapped up our questions of the week.
No, our topics.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Our topics of the week, which were questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first question was, do men compromise in relationships?
Mm-hmm.
And then the last question we just talked about was, what causes the death of a relationship? Okay?
Right. All right. Here we go. We starting our segments. We got about 4 of them, y'all. About 5 of them. The first segment is Love Q&A. This is Miss Kelly's segment. So we take our questions from our listeners, 1 or 2 per show, and we got them. First question is, Kels.
First question. Those of you who are watching, feel free to post and let us know what you think. Who gave us this question?
Katrina.
Oh, okay, Katrina. Should women drop their standards for men? Okay, so
this is your segment.
This is definitely coming from my perspective. Just like I said, I don't think men compromise as much. Women, are we dropping our standards for men? Absolutely not. What's the point of having a standard if you're not going to adhere to that? And I think we as women, we need to learn what our standards are. What are your standards for the relationship? You know, if you're in a relationship with a guy and he got a baby mama, and he doesn't respect her, and she's all kind of bitches and hoes, and if that's how you refer to the mother of your child, and I'm the woman and I'm with you, and what makes me think you're gonna respect me? So, you know, dropping your standards or lowering your standards for a man is absolute no. I think that there are situations in which women do lower their standards, so to speak. I think some women lower their standards because maybe the guy, he financially, you know, doesn't make as much money as you, or may not have what you have. But and there may be a little bit of compromise with that. It just kind of depends. It depends on if you're looking at his potential and where he could be, or if you're just looking at the right now. So lowering or dropping your standards for a man, it just, no, I'm not doing that. I have my standards. I have my values. There's a lot of things there's one thing that my daddy told me. He would say it all the time. Don't let a man piss in your ear and tell you it's raining. So
Word.
Knowing who you are as a woman, knowing what you deserve, nobody can just tell you anything. You're not just gonna fall for the okie doke.
Let me just get a little piece in. Should women drop their standards for men? Absolutely not. But are your standards reasonable? Are they rational and are they logical? I'm done.
Are they reasonable?
Rational.
I wish somebody would chime in on this.
And logical.
Are they reasonable and logical?
And rational. Sometimes it be some irrational bullshit, some illogical bullshit that makes no sense. And you talking about, well, this is what I wanted to do. Like, you know?
So, wait, like what? Give me an example. Of something that's irrational. BS.
How about this? I'll just give you a blanket. Because I don't want to take over your joint. It's your joint.
That's cool. We have a discussion. It's all good.
How can I say this? How about this? We started doing this. You want me to stop doing that, but I've been doing it for a long time. And like you expect me just to stop on the dime. I don't know how that's gonna work. You know what I mean? Especially just like, you know what I mean? Like it's just hard. Like it's not really that big a deal to me, but it's you. But you didn't have these standards before.
You didn't have the standards before? So then your standard has changed.
So that mean the person you with, you're gonna have to change them. You can't change a player game in the ninth inning. That's what a good friend of mine named Jay-Z said.
Or there has to be some compromise within the standard.
When you got standards and you don't compromise, that's the fucking problem. How about that?
I mean, because people do, their standards do change over time.
Word.
Some people's standards do change.
Word.
It can happen.
Word.
But, yeah, you got to be willing to compromise in that situation. You got to be willing to step outside of yourself and look at it from their point of view and say, okay, it's not just about me. I'm with you, and if I want to be with you, or if we're going to be together, we got to meet somewhere in the middle. We have to compromise together. We have to have a discussion. Okay, here's the situation. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna move? How are we gonna operate?
Thank you.
You gotta. But I guess you could have that discussion, and it still may lead to the same result. So I don't know.
Question 2.
You know what? I don't even know if we're going live right now. Don't know. I don't see it.
We're going live.
We are?
You want me to go check?
You might have to check because I can't see nobody's comments. Nothing.
That's what happened.
Yeah, this is... Hey, y'all. We got to check to make sure we're going live still. I don't really know. We still going live? Well, I'm not... Maybe I'm just... Somebody threw up the eyes like maybe they can't see us. I don't know. Interesting. We were talking about do women have to drop their standards for men?
I don't know how to it's on a podcast.
Absolutely, it is. People will listen to it. They'll have to check it out.
Part 1, part 2. Yeah.
Part 1 and part 2.
That's it on YouTube. I'll figure it out.
It's cool. We're good. We're good. So, should women drop their standards for men?
We did that.
So now we're on the next question. Here we go. Number 2. This is from
Youngin.
Yeah, I was kind of moved back. I didn't expect this from her, but Lakea, this was a good question that you posed in the last. Yeah, we weren't going live. Lakea just hit me, said, "Dang, that was quick. I missed it. Y'all done until next week." I hope Lakea is listening. I hope she joined us live again. But anyways, Lakea, here you go. Why do men? This is like a pretty intense question, y'all. Why do men show that they're damaged when they clearly moved on for a fresh start with another woman? Why not just heal privately? So here you are. You got this cat that you're dealing with. Maybe you guys are not in the full-on relationship stage, but you might just be in that representative stage, which is the very beginning. And he's a little open and honest, and so he's willing to share with you that he was involved with this young lady that just really did him dirty, right? So he really had a difficult time with the relationship, really. And sometimes this leads me to believe if you really moved on. Why do you move on from one relationship to another? I mean, you go from one, it was a horrible relationship, or it wasn't horrible the entire time, but it scarred you to the point where you really probably needed some time to heal, and you didn't allow that to happen. And so then you jump into another relationship with another woman, and she's got to pay the cost or the price for everything that this other chick who did you dirty.
Yeah.
You got to pay for all of that. I mean, like, yeah, I'm going to agree with that. Why not take time to heal privately? And I think this goes both ways, because a lot of times women, we in relationship with these just no good nothings, and that relationship ends, and for whatever reason, because he said he don't want to be with you no more, but you secretly or just internally really just distraught about that. You know, y'all got 3 kids together. You done bought a house. He done moved out. He got another broad, another chick. They getting ready to get married. All of this. And instead of just you taking time to deal with what happened and really working on self, and goes back to the self-care. Instead of taking time to take care of yourself as a woman, you move into another relationship with the next cat. He may be a good dude. He may be a really good dude. But because you have not allowed yourself the opportunity to just kind of heal from that previous relationship, then you treating him, or you're exuding that negative energy from the previous relationship all the time. And this could be a dude who really, really, really loves you and wants to be with you, want to give you the world, want to show you something new, loves your children, just overall good guy. But you still holding on to the previous relationship. You're still holding on to all this baggage. And I think I don't know if that's what Lakea was trying to ask, but yeah, I think, a lot of times people come into relationship with a lot of baggage. Instead of just taking time to chill, figure out your next move, what you're going to do, figure out just who you are as an individual, you move on to another person and you bring that baggage with you. And so you really can't, you're really not giving that person all of who you are. You're not giving them your true self, so to speak. What you think? Why do men show that they're damaged?
Attention. Said lack of love and neglect.
Oh, yeah. You gotta expound on that.
Lack of love and neglect. You got a woman that you madly in love with that may not be doing everything that you need her to do. You're lacking love and neglect, so then you just seek it out in other ways, other people. But when you're healing, the best thing to do is have an open discussion with whatever woman you're dealing with. And say, hey, I may not know what I want, but I know what I don't want. Therefore, she know, hey, regardless of what it is, what the situation is, this is what we're doing. We having fun, whatever. Don't lead her on to thinking it's more than what it is. Because most women believe once you have sex with them, it's already good. We good.
Good like what?
Good like we in a relationship.
Are you my man? You my bae? You my boo bae?
Yeah, but it's levels. It's levels, Kels. It's levels in this situation. There's levels and it's situational, so it's cool. It's fucked up right now because I ain't even tag you and I just hurried up. That's on me because I didn't have this phone running though.
That's cool.
Yeah, we figured.
Straight.
They gotta listen to the podcast. They just listen. They listen to it. They're good.
Or they can go back and view it again. I mean, it is what it is.
It's chopped up though, but they gotta listen to the joint.
Episode 3. Episode 3, y'all.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, we working it out. This is how it goes. This is how it goes down. All right, so we're gonna move on.
Let's go. Oh, this is my segment.
This is you.
This
all
is
you.
All right.
Y'all, wait a minute. Can I just throw out a disclaimer real quick?
Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all watching, but y'all gonna want to watch. Y'all gonna want to listen because this right here might blow your mind.
All right.
It might have all. You're gonna have to watch it.
I didn't tag you. I want to stop this shit right now and start it back off and tag you back in so your people know you going live. Right?
Do whatever you like. Do whatever you like.
Yeah, we live.
Do whatever you like.
Okay.
We're not scripted. We're not.
Joanne and Red, I gotta redo this. I'm finna start it back up again.
Okay, you know.
I gotta tag it. Your people know.
This is perfection for him, so he gotta get it right. Gotta do it the right way so that everybody can watch. We can get the listeners in.
Shit even posted.
Yeah, it did post. It's
Keep
cool.
on talking, Kels.
So, but anyways, yeah. I'm gonna let you get that all fixed and situated so that we can go into the next segment. Because the next segment is really
what the fuck is going on?
It's super important that y'all pay attention because my co-hosts, ladies, I don't know if y'all know this, but I don't even want to go into it. I'm gonna let him speak on it. But y'all, you might get a couple DMs off this. You hear me, Donald? You might get a couple DMs. You might get a couple messengers.
I'm so tired of this. I'm getting mad right now.
You might have people ride by.
Talk that shit, Kelly.
You might have people just stop you in the grocery store.
God, man.
You get it? You got it? Is it good?
I think so, Kelly.
You think so?
I'm
okay.
trying right now, Kelly. There's a lot going on with me. I'm super hot. Like, I might as well get this one for the musty. Go ahead. I know they hear me in the podcast.
Okay. Yeah, they probably do hear you.
All right, we good. This is the problem with this. We need to figure out. But now we on. So
we on now?
Yeah, we should be good.
Okay.
We should be able to go back to the feed now.
We're going back. Okay,
yeah,
so those of you who are just now joining us, we had some technical difficulties. We started late, number 1.
Half hour
late. Number 2, the half hour was good though. This is the reason why it was a half hour late. We had a little technical difficulties, and this right here was necessary.
Yeah, we good.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going into
our.
and this is your segment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
All right. Let me get my thing. So.
What I was saying was I was throwing a disclaimer out there.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Now we going live. It's with me now. I see it.
Yeah.
All right. So
sorry about that.
Those of you who are joining us, we are still having the love affair discussions right now. The next segment is all.
It's my theme song. This is my theme song.
This your theme song?
This for this part of the joint. Yo, you better get your own song for your joint. This is my joint. So let me know.
I didn't know that though. We're working on that.
Yeah, we're doing shit now. We organic and live.
All right, so ladies, what I was telling him is like for real. Once he goes through this segment, you're gonna get you're gonna get a lot of DMs.
Thanks for bigging this shit up. Thanks for bigging it up, Kels. All right, here we go. Segment. Something to cook.
Go ahead.
Something to cook. A meal for your mate. Or if you're in the representative stage, something to do together. All right. So here's the thing. The first thing is going to be a meal with a wine pairing. So here we go. Stuffed bell peppers with Pinot Grigio wine. Stuffed bell peppers. I'm taking my green bell peppers. I'm taking like 3 of these joints. I'm coring them out. All right, with the knife. I'm boiling them 5 minutes to get them nice and tender.
Hold on, pause. Are you gonna post this recipe for
no,
everybody?
No. I'm boiling them to get tender. Then I'm going to stuff it, but I'm stuffing it with ground turkey, of course. I'm taking the core from the green pepper, cutting that up, putting it in there. I'm cutting up some red onion, and I'm making it with brown rice. So then once the rice is done, I'm putting it in with the ground turkey and the red onion. Then I'm adding 2 cans of Rotel tomatoes, the regular joint and the one with cilantro and lime. So once I add that together, the tomatoes, the ground turkey, the rice, and the onion, the red onion, right? I'm using pepper jack cheese. So I'm pepper jack cheese, sprinkle a little in, and I shred my cheese. I don't buy shredded cheese.
I hope y'all writing this down.
I shred my own cheese.
That right there is going. That's gonna get you some DMs with the shredding your own cheese. I don't know that many people that shred their own cheese. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then I stuff it. Yeah, I mean, I grab it, I stuff it in cheese, stuff it, cheese, stuff it, cheese, stuff it, cheese. 350 in the oven, toast the oven, however you like. Covered in foil. Then you take it out, cook it for about 30 minutes. When you put the peppers in the little pan, a casserole pan or whatever, the rest of the rice that you didn't fill the 3 peppers with, or the 4 peppers, I would suggest 4 peppers. You spread it around on the outside of the joint and let it cook like that. Then you sprinkle the rest of the cheese you have on top of the peppers and let it get browned or whatever. Take it out, slice that joint, and voila. With some Pinot Grigio wine, some white wine.
Why the Pinot Grigio? Why that?
That's a personal favorite. I mean, for that. Because what I will do, the kick is with the what up, cuz? The kick is with the with the spicy tomatoes and shit. So to balance it with the Pinot, like you can do a Riesling too. You want to do a Riesling or a Pinot when you drinking spicy food. Eating spicy food, more Riesling than the Pinot, and that's what you're gonna do with that, Kels.
It sounds good.
It's good.
It does. It sounds good.
It's very good.
I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of people that want
good.
you to make that for them.
It's good. It's good. What up, DC? Now, are you marryable? Are you marryable? We talking about are you marryable if you over 40? You claim to want to be married, but hoeing.
Or you're promiscuously challenged.
Are you marriable if you claim to want to be married? Not really, though, just the concept of it, because everybody else is. You think your timeline running out, you and your friends, they talk and all that stuff, and I don't know. Are you marriable if just the concept of it? You really don't want to be married, though, because you can't sustain it.
Well, you're not marriable if you really don't want to.
That's what I said.
If you really don't want to.
That's what I said.
But you know, you claim to want to be married, but you really hoeing.
Right.
I think didn't you say this last week? Hoes are winning, so
yeah.
I mean, they just.
I mean, think about it.
All right.
We done with that?
We're done with that.
All right. Now I got to get the bulletproof vest on. Can you introduce this for me so I can go hard?
Okay. So this is called Don't Worry About It. It's an opinion piece, okay?
Right.
So it's the truth. His truth. Maybe not your truth. His truth. Not my truth, but his truth. It may not be completely confidence in the clutch, love, the love affair discussions truth, but this is all you. So if it's not directed at you, don't be offended by this, okay?
Don't be offended
but
by it.
But I think you might offend some people with this.
Good.
It's cool. You can.
Yo.
I give you permission.
Another theme song for the segment. I'm just go. All right. Well, usually I talk to marks, the suckers, daddies, not fathers, who don't take care of their kids. I had a problem with it. Take the glasses off. I don't understand how you can be a daddy and you walking around knowing your seeds are out here, but you're not worried. Did they eat today? How was school? Anything happen? Do they need some clothes? They shoes too little? Just a support, parent-teacher conference, the games. You're a daddy. How you walking around knowing your seeds out here and you ain't taking care of them, yo? I don't give a damn about, baby mama tripping. You ain't serious about your fatherhood, then you's a sucker. I stay sucker free. I don't surround myself with anybody that don't take care of their kids. All my guys take care of their kids. All my family take care of their kids. We take care of other people's kids. That's how we roll. No. You can be with your new You can be with your new situationship, right? Children, and be daddy of the fucking year with them, but what about yours? Once again, oh, she be tripping. That bitch be tripping. You's a sucker.
Amen.
You ain't serious about your fatherhood. All you gotta do is go to court, pay you some money. You got money to go out of town and all that shit. Go to money to pay some money, go to court, get you a lawyer up, pay that guardian that lot, pay that $3,500, split it with her, let them come investigate the crib and make sure that this is a nice crib for them to come stay. First of all, you can't claim shit. You ain't even got no room for your fucking kids. You ain't even got no room for them at your crib, fam. Right? I mean, this ain't to my people that's struggling. This ain't to the people. We talking about the people that you got seeds. You know you got seeds and ain't trying to be their daddy. Now, most mothers don't want you. They understand your financial restraints. But damn, take the kid to get some fucking ice cream if you ain't got no paper. A burger. Do some homework on FaceTime or Duo if you got Google. Do something. Don't just let your kids be out here bad, not knowing what it is to have a man in their life, a positive black male role model for my black people out here. So for you sucker, fake fathers, you daddies, you're a dad. You deserve all of your ills, your negativity, your disdain, and negative consequences you will reap from the father. Because we were given this right by God to be a parent to our children. And you made a choice not to do that, so you're breaking God's laws, not the laws of the land. You're breaking God's laws, not being available for your children. Some karma's immediate, and that's maybe why you fucked up right now. Okay? Check yourself. And you fake mamas, don't worry, you're next.
Yeah, they are next.
I'm out. That's it. I'm done with that.
Oh, they're next.
I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah, you got that one for sure.
All right, Kels. Why I love women?
Yeah.
I love women.
Why do you?
The first one, I love women because I love my mama. I love my mother, right? So that's why I love women. I love my grandmothers. They're not here no more. Rest their souls. I love my great grandmothers. You know what I mean? I love the matriarchs in my family. I love my aunt now, who's the matriarch of my family. I love women for their power, for their endurance, for their wherewithal, for their sacrifice, for their knowledge, for their desire for their children to want the best. Now, we all know it's not all the mothers, but the ones that do hold it down, right? The parents, right? That's why I love women, Kels. What's your song of the week, Kel?
My song of the week is called, and I don't know, I don't know if anybody else is really hip to this song, but it's really like an interlude. It's a Jill Scott interlude. It's called Crown Royal on Ice.
Okay.
And this, I don't really want to go into the backstory of it, but
go ahead.
But I was in a situationship.
Okay, there we go. Situationship
with someone, and they sent me this interlude. And when I heard it, I'm like, okay, you know, I like it because first of all, I like Jill Scott. That's my girl. But it really talks about, it speaks on the intimacy between a man and a woman. And I wish we could play it. Can't play it?
No,
we can't play it. But anyways. if you guys are ever in need of something that really speaks to the intimate relationship between a man and a woman, intimate opportunities available between a man and a woman, definitely look up Crown Royal on Ice.
Word.
What's yours?
My song of the week is by an artist named Sir. He's down with Top Dog Entertainment. Anybody know Top Dog? There's Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Ab-Soul, J-Rock, and them out of Cali. His name is Sir. He has a song, track number 4 on his latest album. It's called Brand New. Anybody that know me know the negative situation that happened at that school on the east side. So I just remember on March 21st when it went down, I went to the gym, came home, I listened to that song, and I heard it in the shower, and it made me shed some tears. So that song was always important to me. So, I mean, just, something new. And with Etta, I think her name is Etta James on there.
Etta James.
Yeah, Etta James. And yeah, it's a nice song. So when y'all get a chance, look into that. We'll leave the the link in the description of the pod. Gotta listen to the pod to get
Gotta listen to the podcast.
Listen
you have to.
Subscribe, rate, and review, y'all. It's very important. Like today, gonna be messed up because it was all chopped up, but it's all good. We got it on lock now, though.
Yeah.
Question of the week, Kels.
Question of the week. Question of the week. If you say, I love you. If you say I love you and your partner does not say it back, how do you react to that? What's the appropriate way to react to that?
You got what we had on the poll?
I'm gonna go into that, but can you answer that? I want you to answer that question. I'm gonna go into what a lot of our listeners had to say. I'm pulling it up right now. Give me a hot second. But while you talking about it, I'm gonna pull it up.
You can be positive and negative about it. Positive is say they ain't ready yet, and if you know that, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with you, and that might be a great thing for you because that's gonna force you to fall back because you might be doing too much. Now that's the optimistic side. The pessimistic side is this motherfucking love. I'm finna get them, and you toast. You're toast because once you open your heart like that, you open your pocketbook too. And if you come from breakup college, if you come from breakup bitch college or breaking nigga college, you in trouble. You in trouble because you just said you love this guy. Oh yeah, baby, I love you too. And down just because they say it don't mean you mean it when you say it back. So then you in trouble because now they know though because your actions been preceding showing that motherfucker fall in love with me. Cause
can you expound on that?
That was my pessimistic side. I did the optimistic side. I'm done.
But what is breakup? What is that?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
so that's gonna be another opinion.
I said break a bitch college, break a nigga college. That's how I go. You gotta relax.
Hey, they may not understand. I'm just asking you, but that's the educator in me. One person said, and this is a shout out to Sabrina. You know Sabrina? Okay. Sabrina said, pay attention to actions, not just words. That was good. That was really, really good for me because some people have a difficult time really, saying that, even though that's how they really, really feel, as opposed to just watching what they do, watching how they move, watch how they look at you, watch how they smile when you come in the room. Just focus on that sometimes. So I liked what she said about that. Another person said, this was Candy Brand. She was tuning in way early when we first started. She said, respect it. Then decide if you have more time to invest or not. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. And then somebody said, just sit back and observe. Just watch.
Right.
That would probably be me. But yeah, I'm going to observe, but I'm also watching what you're doing.
Right.
Because if you're like me, I'm not a talker when it comes to things like probably like that. I'm not gonna say much. So if you say it to me, you may not get a response. And that's why that's one of the questions that I wanted to pose, or to get a reaction from people and see what their response was. I wanted to know because, you know, I'm just putting myself out there. That's me. I'm that type of person where you could say it to me and I may not say anything to you at all.
Right.
So then how are you reacting? I need to know what it's going to be looking like once I don't say anything at all.
Right.
So, yeah. That's it.
That's it. Episode 3. We done. Sorry for the visual difficulties. We was doing a lot, but it is what it is. So it's going to be chopped up. So just check Confidence in the Clutch with K's, the page. They on there. They'll be on my page too. I'll share it. The other links. But if you want to hear the whole joint, you got to listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts and Google Play Music. I see you, Jamarca.
Or they can check it out on Confidence in the Clutch, right?
Right. I see you, Brianna.
Like, share, and follow the page.
Right. Brittany Holmes, Lady Tigers for life, man. They can't take away what we did. We was one of the most dominant teams in this bitch. Go ahead. We were one of the most dominant teams ever to win a state title. Trust me. We were.
That's what's up.
Okay.
That's what's up. Big ups to you and the Lady Tigers for that.
Yeah.
So
but,
where can they check you out at? Besides Confidence in the Clutch.
That's it.
That's it?
Twitter and Instagram at K in the K. YouTube, Confidence in the Clutch, where we post all our videos now and all our audio. Yes. And on confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. That's it, y'all.
That's it.
We done, Kels.
Good job.
Yeah, we wasted all our ice. The ice over there melted like hell. I told you we should have put it downstairs. Because now I need another one. This is gone. Right. And we good.
All right. Tune in next week.
Yeah.
5:30-ish.
5:30-ish.
We're going to have it together, y'all.
We'll get it together.
We're going to really have it together. We're going to start at 5:30 for real.
Listen, we invested in the pod, so we had to do other things and it pushed everything back.
Absolutely. So tune in. Facebook Live.
Yeah.
5:30 Sunday. Or you can catch the podcast on Apple Podcasts or Google Play Music at Confidence in the Clutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. It's very important. Visit Confidence in the Clutch on Facebook as well as on Instagram and Twitter at K in the K.
That's it. We done.
And if you're looking for me, you can catch me at Kelly Kels Black Pearl Williams on Facebook. I don't know my Instagram yet. So. See y'all next week. Thank you.
Good show.
I don't have nothing toes. Ain't nothing in here.
I mean, me neither, though. We're going to take it out. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
That's it, y'all. Let me stop this joint and get over there and